There once was a little rabbit who swam out to sea. This rabbit was seen and perceived as brave, but this is not how the rabbit felt. From her perspective, she was just being herself. She didn't think of herself to be a rabbit or not to be a rabbit. She didn't care about the opinions, the thoughts, the perspectives of others, for they were not her, yet they were aspects of her. They were some of the doubts, the feelings, the thoughts, the experiences that she had had when she was younger. They are also some of the loves and some of the troubles that she has had as she has gotten older. But what they are not is what she is still becoming. She feels she knows who she is, but how could she know? She can only be. She can either be and express the full extent of her being, or she cannot do this. She can follow the thoughts, the whims, the feelings of others, aspects of her, but treating them as the ultimate choice, the ultimate decision, the ultimate perspective. But no, she's going to swim out to sea. She wants to know what the beings of the sea have to share. She wants to feel and experience the life of Mother Ocean. She wants to know her place not just in this world, but in all worlds, in above the world and below the world, through the world, around the world, more than just the world. This is what she wants. This is what she feels drawn to experience. And so she goes out to do this. She doesn't have any gear. She didn't prepare anything. She didn't build a raft. She didn't buy a raft. She didn't even know of the concept of money at the time. Instead, she just took a deep inhale and a slow exhale and dived in. The water at first felt cold, and she felt a bit lost. It looked so dark when she looked below, and she was scared to go underneath, to go deeper and deeper under the surface and open her eyes. So she kept her eyes closed. She swam, she went a couple meters in, and then she came back up to the surface, took a deep inhale, a deep loving breath. She dove down again, still with her eyes closed, not ready to see her surroundings, not ready to experience this new world. Instead, she swam farther and farther out to sea, still diving with every breath hold, coming back up to the surface, experiencing the fresh, blissful, salty air, then going back down, but still moving forward, still swimming in one direction. Even though she was diving down, coming up to the surface didn't feel different to her. Her eyes were closed and she just knew she was going north. And this knowing of going north was enough for her. She didn't think of what she was doing. She wasn't trying to keep a pace. She didn't know what lied ahead. She didn't know what was behind her. She didn't know because she wasn't focusing on it. It wasn't what was important to her. What was important was really being there, being here in the here and now, and feeling. The water no longer felt cold. Instead, it felt like it was holding her. She no longer felt like she had to dive down and take that effort to go deep down. Instead, she felt that the water, that pockets of water were helping her, were shifting her, were caressing her, and were directing her. She felt guided by the waves. She felt pulled by the waves. She was following the arms of Mother Ocean, which felt so expansive, so large, yet so loving, so comforting. At one point she relaxed so deeply, she just let go so much, that she was able to open her eyes, and what she saw amazed her. A world filled with life, beings, creatures of all shapes and sizes, going about their daily being and looking at her, observing her, not seeing her as prey or predator, but seeing her as a curiosity, a mystery, a furried being who is now in their reality. And this brought much love. This curiosity was not founded in fear. This curiosity was not excitement either. This curiosity was a loving enchantment, an opening to what is to come and to what is. They wanted to learn more about this being that looks what we would call a bunny, but is so much more. And so she decided to show them the path, to show them the way, to show them what she had learned, and that was to live without thoughts, to forget the doubts, the disbeliefs, the beliefs, not to ignore it all, but to live without it, to be without it. This is what she had learned. This is how she had gotten so deep in the ocean. She didn't need the typical sleep that we think of, because the caress of Mother Ocean held her, allowed her to rest, would naturally bring her to the surface for breaths, and then bring her back down to the world that was inviting her, that was observing her, that was participating with her. So she didn't need to use energy by force. Instead, the love of Mother Ocean truly carried her, so she was able to rest. She didn't need to eat, as Mother Ocean provided this already. Little bits of energy was stored in pockets of the ocean, and this energy was absorbed through the fur of this bunny into her being. She absorbed this energy as one, and felt truly at peace and in harmony, feeling very invigorated, very much alive, very much peace, so much peace. The beings of the ocean look so beautiful too, all different colors, shapes, sizes, ways of life, and all of them would not pause, no. Instead, they would be open to her. It may look like a pause from the outside, but it was not a pause. It was just finally being. No intention, no specific thing that needed to be done, no fear-based scarcity, nothing like that. Instead, they just wanted to know what she knew. And she was able to share this knowledge just by a feeling of one. And this feeling of one not only changed her entire life, but changed the whole world, and the worlds beyond the world, and the one beyond the concept, the idea, the being of world. And she knew, I am love, we are love, one is love, and we are one. May the breath carry us, may love awaken us, may we feel present. May gratitude fill our being and awaken our spirit. May we be one with love, one with all. one with nothing as everything as one. Love on.